I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see you can be true, you can be true. I want you to see what I...
Hey y'all, it's Cheyenne and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming part 3 of my series. So the series that I'm doing right now is called Bad Boy Chronicles. And each chapter or part or whatever it is, this is part 3, is about me and my relationship that I've had. So whether I actually dated them, it was an actual relationship, or I wasn't. These are just some stories that I'm going to tell. Just a disclaimer, like I'm not trying to make anybody look bad or anything like that. I'm not going to use anybody's names. This is just for like entertainment purposes, and or like so you can like relate to it, I guess, if you've been in certain situations like I have. So I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, my hair, straight up trash, I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you haven't watched chapter 1 and 2, I would watch those first, just because this is like chronological order. Not that they really relate to each other, but I'm trying to do it in order of like how it happened. So anyways, this is part 3, and the lesson of this video is don't date your coworkers. It's a horrible idea, and people told me it was a horrible idea, and I did it anyways. So just learn from me and don't do it. So I think I'm 19 at this point. So I'm 19. I haven't really dated anybody since I got out of chapter 2's relationship. So it's been about maybe like a year or so. Like I hadn't really been serious with anybody, which I wasn't serious with this person either, as you'll find out. So it all starts out is I'm at my job, and like guys and girls both work at my job. I worked at a clothing store, and there was a few boys that worked there that were super attractive, and everybody liked them. And so there was one boy in particular that everybody liked, and he just seemed very perfect. So we worked with him like all summer, and me and my best friend at the time, like, you know, we just thought he was adorable. So not a big deal. And school started, so it's like August and school is starting, and everybody's going back to college, and like I wasn't going to school far away at this point, so I just stayed at my job. And so did a lot of my friends. But this one boy in particular, he went to a college about an hour and a half away, and he needed the money, so he'd come down every weekend and he'd work with us. So like I said, not a big deal, not a big issue. I mean, we were all happy because, you know, we all really liked him. But anyways, so then one of my other coworkers would have like get-togethers on the weekend. And so we would all go to our friend's house, and sorry, my friends keep texting me. I need to stop getting distracted. So we would all go to this friend's house, and we would just have fun, like have some drinks, play a lot of games. We love games, like the headbands game, we love that. So it was just so much fun. It was like all my coworkers together, just a great time. So we would do that like every other weekend. And like literally it was probably like my favorite part of that whole year. Like those were my favorite times. So like that happened, like we would all go hang out every other weekend or whatever. And one night, like the guy, you know, that was super attractive, we were like talking and doing whatever, and everybody was drinking, and one thing led to another, and he tried to kiss me, and I'm like, no. So backstory, this guy has a girlfriend. That's why nobody dates him. Also because we probably shouldn't date anybody we work with. But anyways, that's why nobody's been dating him, is because he's had this girlfriend. They've been dating all through high school, and now they're freshmen in college, and they're still together. So they've been dating for like 3 years. And so I'm like, no, like we're not doing this. Like I don't care if you drank and I drank. Like this doesn't need to be happening. So I was just kind of over it, because, you know, he is super attractive and everything, but like cheating is not okay at all. Like it's a huge deal to me, because I just think it's really wrong. Like you should just break up with the person if you're gonna do that. So after that, like it was just kind of a little awkward, but not really. Like we were still all having fun. So then a few weeks later it happened again. And like of course I freaked out again, and I'm like, no, like this can't happen. Like you literally have a girlfriend back at school. Like it's not gonna happen. And so he's like, you know, I really like you and this and that. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter, because you are dating somebody. Like, I don't care. So anyways, we still keep hanging out. Like, it's not a big deal. We all go to our friend's house every other weekend. Whatever. So then I think he stays at school for like a month or two, whatever happens. And then now it is, so like that started like in August, so this is happening for a while. Now it's around February. And sorry, I need to stop getting distracted by my phone. Anyway, so now it's about February, and it's, I think, the beginning of February. So he texts me, and he's like, I have some great news for you. I'm like, okay, like what? And he's like, okay, well, I broke up with my girlfriend because I really like you, and I really want to be with you. So, like, I should have just known, like, who does that? Like, you see Jelly, oh, this way, Jelly in the background, she just can't. She has to hear the stories, too, even though she lived through them. Anyways, so now I lost my whole train of thought. Great. So anyways, I should have been, you know, saw signs and like, oh no, I probably shouldn't talk to this guy if he just dumped his girlfriend of 3 years to be with me and he barely even knows me. So anyways, I wasn't. I was so excited about it. So we ended up hanging out for Valentine's Day, and like we went on a date, and I was literally over the moon because like in my mind, like this isn't really how it is, but in my mind I thought that he was just so out of my league that it was never possible. Like he was kind of like dating Justin Bieber, and he's just not. He wasn't that special. And I just thought he was because I was literally an idiot. Anyways, so I was so excited, over the moon about this boy. Like, he took me out for Valentine's Day. I was like, wow, like, you know, this is the first time a guy's actually treating me right. Not that one had, like, anyway, that's a different story. But anyways, I was just so excited. So we hang out, we keep hanging out, and, like, I'm like, he's like, you know, maybe we should start dating, this or that, whatever. So I'm just super excited about it. So then it's March, and it's, well, this is like the end of February, beginning of March, it's spring break. And so he decides to come home instead of like, which some people go away for spring break, some people stay at school, whatever. He ended up coming here, and he said he was going to work, but he ended up not working, and we spent the whole week together. The whole 7 days of his spring break, he stayed at my house, and he literally never left. And it was just like the best week ever. Like, I was just so excited, and I was so happy. Like, I would just go to work and then come home and hang out with him every single day, the whole 7 days. And we just had a great time, and I was genuinely like happy, and I was like, wow, my life's like turning around. Like, even though I shouldn't be, you know, base my whole life on a stupid boy, but you know, I was real dumb. So I was just super excited about it and super happy, and I just thought everything was fine. Like, Cheyenne, you should have known everything was not fine. Anyways, so now it's almost my birthday, because my birthday's in March. So he ends up coming to my birthday party and hanging out with me and doing all this kind of stuff. And now we've been, you know, it's been about a month or two, so not that long, if that, even if it's a month, not really. So anyways, the best month of my life, I thought. So I was just so excited. So my birthday comes around, we have fun, this and that. And now it's like 2 weekends after my birthday, and I'm scrolling through Instagram. And I come across a picture that looks just like him, and I'm like, that's real sketchy. Like, I'm very confused. And I click on it, and it has his ex-girlfriend's name on it. And it says, like, I think they went out, I forget what it was. They went out to get coffee or tea, and they're like, tea date with the perfect boyfriend, or the best boyfriend in the whole world. And so I was like, that's weird. Like, that must be from, you know, like a few months ago, because, you know, they did date for years, whatever. So I click on it, and it said it was from that day. So, like, oh, that's very, very interesting, because why is my so-called boyfriend hanging out with his ex-girlfriend? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, maybe she's crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I message her, because that's how I am. And I'm like, hey, how long have you and so been dating? Like, that's great. Like, I wasn't trying to be sketchy about it. Like, I was just trying to see what was going on. And she never replied. So I screenshotted it, and I sent it to the guy. And I was like, what is this? Like, what is going on? And he's like, well, I was going to tell you, but it was your birthday, and I didn't know how to say it. And he's like, but I want to get back together with my ex-girlfriend. What? What do you mean? So I was super upset about it, like very distraught, like bawling my eyes out for like 3 days. So that's about it of that part. So I was just over it. So then to find out, well, anyways, like everybody at work knew that we were like talking and dating, whatever we were doing. And then whenever he got back together with her, like, obviously everybody at my work that are friends with me, like, they're like, well, that's messed up. Like, why would you do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So everybody at work's mad at him, like, I'm mad at him. And then he comes back to work, and, like, nobody wants to talk to him because he shouldn't have done that. Like, that's messed up on, like, on his part. Like, he should have just never left his girlfriend, or I don't know what. So he ends up, like, I think he stops working there eventually. Anyway, so this girl, his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, whatever, messages me back like a month later. And she's like, oh yeah, me and so-so have been dating for 4 years, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, you had never broke up? And she's like, well, actually, at the beginning or end of January, we broke up for a week. I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, you mean, so you were dating in February, March, April, like all the other times? And she's like, yeah, like we've been together for a long time. So to find out, after I do some more investigating, he was like talking or dating, whatever, both of us for like 2 months straight. I don't know how he got away with it, probably because he'd go back to school and then when he'd come home he'd be with me. But he was literally dating or talking, whatever, doing with both of us for 2 months. So then I was super mad about it. But at this point, like, he's out of my life. But everybody else finds out. So that's about it. And to this day, they're still dating. So obviously, like, it is what it is. So maybe I guess they were just supposed to be together. But that's pretty much the end of the story. It just ended bad on my part because I was dumb and I thought that, like, this awesome guy, like, he would dump his girlfriend to be with me and this and that, like, out of a love story or a movie, and that's just not how life is. So I pretty much wasted 3 months of my life, whatever. Not a big deal. I've wasted way more on other people, so. But that's part 3. That kind of sums it up. So the moral of this chapter, like I said, is don't date your coworkers. Second of all, just don't believe boys because they're dumb and stupid. I'm just kidding, but for the most part, really, they're kind of stupid. But that's it for chapter 3. Not nearly as interesting as chapter 2, or maybe even 1. I don't know. They're all pretty interesting to me because they happen to me. But I think I'm going to do maybe 2 more chapters. I have 2 more stories I think I want to tell. But anyways, just stay tuned for those. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and do all that kind of stuff. And follow me on Instagram, and it's CHEY14ENE. I can't even spell my own name. But make sure you do all that kind of stuff, and you can always DM me with different video ideas and all that kind of stuff because I still don't know what I want to do next after this series. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.